Dear Cameroonians, this video is not supposed to be my business, but at the end of the day, it is my business. That being said, today being the 12th day of October 2025 is a very important day in your country. Today is the presidential election, a day where you decide who is going to be your president, a day where you decide who is going to take Cameroon forward or leave you stagnant or take you backward. So it's a very, very important day. So whatever decision you make today will determine your future.
92-year-old President Paul Biya is expected to secure an 8th term despite growing questions about his health and leadership. He has ruled since 1982, and critics accuse the government of suppressing credible opposition, including the barred candidacy of Maurice Kamto with 11 fragmented challenges. Biya's continued rule appears likely, though disillusionment is rising among young voters facing economic pressure. Some still support him, citing his experience, while others express frustration over the lack of change.
Ask him if the president's choice to engage the electorate primarily through social media is not an insult. This is what he told us.
The fact is, he is candidate. If he cannot see through social media or through anything, it's not important for us.
But President Paul Biya needs to get voted by the people. He needs the votes of the people. And many Cameroonians feel like they don't have the connection with their leader. Why don't you think it's important?
What you have to know, madam, is that the social media are the new ways of connecting people. The social media is like better than TV. You cannot carry your TV around, but you have your smartphone in your pocket and you can watch everything. That's why the president communicates through social media, where he can reach people.
Do you think President Paul Biya is an absent leader? Because anyone else could be running his social media platform.
No. The president, Paul Biya, is really president. Africa always has a way to address to his people. Paul Biya can be like a chief traditional ruler in our democracy, in the traditional democracy of Africa. The chief doesn't go to see the population. He sent the messenger to address to its people. Look, don't try to put us like European, Occidental people. Your mistake is that you are staying there abroad and you want the African to behave like you people abroad, where your democracy needs the leader to go on TV, talk to the people.
You are not talking to a stranger. You are talking to someone who comes from Cameroon and speaking to Cameroonians. We speak to Cameroonians who are on the street and they tell us that they do not have the connection with their leader. So when was the last time you met President Paul Biya as a minister?
In Cameroon, we have an administration. An administration has its hierarchy. We belong to the government of Prime Minister John Gute, who is our head. And himself has another head who is the president of the republic. So, if I have something to say to the president, do you really think that me, Minister Delegate, I will go myself to knock the door of the president of the republic?
At 92, is it time already for President Paul Biya to retire and, step aside for someone else to come in? This is what he told us.
My response will be no. He's very strong.
At 92?
You want him to be where? To die? 92 is okay.
To retire, maybe. To retire, because my grandfather...
Ask those people to retire.
If my father gets to 90 or even 80, I'll tell him, if you're in a position of leadership, you need to retire and rest.
Thank God he's not your father. He's ours. And we don't ask him to go, to retire. We need him in Cameroon. We, the leaders. We need his experience. We need all those richness that he has accumulated. We need him as our teacher to teach us to be the leader of this country. We need him to have a good testament for this country. We need him to be our library. We need him diplomatically.
What have you learned from President Paul Biya as an individual?
He's very passionate. I'm learning to be passionate like him. He's very passionate. He doesn't get angry. Look, I was in the opposition party, radical one, insulted him. But when come the time to put me as a minister, he didn't take it into consideration that I was against him. How many people will you find that?
But Mr. Minister, were you really in the opposition, or you were just saying that because you wanted to get noticed and be appointed?
No. You know that it is not true.
Okay.
It was accidentally that I become to the government.
There is no other person who can run things for Cameroon other than Biya. Is that what you're saying?
No. I say there are many people that can run in this country. Even me, if I have a good team, I can do it, right? Many people can run it. But he's the one that we want. He's the one who don't have nothing to lose. You even say he's honor, so he don't have anything to lose. He has everything to won, to enter the history like he succeed. Why do you want him to remove now when he's just going to finish the emergence that he promised to Cameroon? He have put everything to reach that emergence.
Yeah, so emergence. And the minister says that they want President Paul Biya to stay in power until Cameroon comes close to this emergence that he's talking about. He's realizing the vision 2035, a very ambitious goal to become a middle-income economy.
And interesting, he will be almost 100 years by the time that vision comes to fruition. And we are now going to take the conversation to Cameroonians as well on the streets of Douala and Yaoundé.
40 years is a period that the nation is virtually asleep. Like he spends 1 month, 2 months out, he doesn't bother because it's like being president is just a formality. He's not getting things done. And the office of president requires somebody who is on the field every day, like we see with President Trump, we see with Traore. We want people who are part of the community, not people who are really just cut off from the community. In fact, essentially, I don't know why he wants to be president, because he's not being president. He's just delegating tasks. We hear hot instructions, high instructions every day. A president should not be functioning through high instructions.
The duration is too much. Over 40 years, the same person, we are tired of that name. At least let the young generation to participate.
Cameroon was at the top 10 of Africa. But today, for the 43 years that he has been in power, he has not shown anything. We have gone back into the 70s. There are no roads. The planes are left, everything. He has scattered everything. So for me, see him being engaged to power, I'm not sure that I will support him being in power.
And the question is, who can be more pro-Biya or anti-Biya than Brenda Biya? If Brenda Biya says my father is not capable, then
it is a representative of what the youth are saying in Cameroon.
Right.
So what does Minister Mohamed think about this?
He says that he dismissed what Brenda Biya said and said I cannot be taken seriously.
What is the importance of her single small voice? What is the importance? Is she a politician?
She's the daughter. This is the daughter of the president, and
I have children.
It echoes the feeling, what the thoughts of young Cameroonians as well, because we saw the reactions.
I have children, and I can tell you that my children, sometimes they don't follow my view. I have even a boy that no one knows that I have a big boy who is against me. You have to notice this. Sometimes it's because he has not seen you. The president probably has sacrificed his life, and the children need maybe his presence.
And that is true. Young Cameroonians are also very angry, and they would, if they were in that same position, that is how they will all react. So would you just say they're acting out of impulse, or they really want change?
Change is inside our mind, inside everyone. The change is needed by all the population and every day. And when the change comes, you go to the next step to ask for another change. And then when another step comes, you will go to the third level. So it is a permanent conquest. And even the president, Paul Biya, is the one who wants the change for his country. Since he's there, he brings the change step by step.
Do you want to say Cameroonians are happy?
Of course. You can see that many Cameroonians has become rich. Many Cameroonians has become billionaires.
How many Cameroonians are billionaires?
It is 1 billionaire by kilometers square.
What does that mean?
1 billionaire in 1 kilometer square. Go to Douala, you will see them. When you travel with them in the aeroplane. They are billionaires. Many Cameroonians are billionaire thanks to Paul Biya, thanks to his policy.
Tell us how President Paul Biya made them billionaires, because you are insisting on that particular issue.
Yes, by creating the way that they can be free to do business abroad. No marginalization of nobody. Nobody is marginalized in Cameroon. It's not the policy of President Paul Biya to marginalize a region and give best to others. This is a vue de l'esprit. It is not true. We have to build the équilibre régional. Équilibre régional. This is the main work that the policy of Paul Biya is trying to do. No one is marginalized.
What if President Paul Biya doesn't win the election? What happens to you?
I don't know. I don't read the future. Je ne suis pas futuriste. My profession is a lawyer. So if I'm not a minister, I will just go back to be the lawyer. And a lawyer, I can be lawyer in Cameroon, I can be lawyer in France, I can be lawyer in Germany, I can be lawyer everywhere. I will not go to exile. I will not go nowhere. I stay in Cameroon. I will fight them. I will be the strong opposition. If they went to the power, I will be the leader of the strong opposition against them. I will not go nowhere. I will stay here to fight them because I trust that the way Paul Biya is leading Cameroon is a good way. I will follow, I will perpetuate his policy. I will inscribe myself in his policy. I will take it for myself and I will fight them.